the Evergreen Media Network studios. Brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio at Vero Beach. I'm Keith McDonald here with the gang, and we're gonna have Mike do the car show stuff early because he's got a lot. You got a lot there, right, Mike?
I got a couple. Yeah, we'll just run through a couple real quick. We talked about it before. The First Presbyterian Church, the 8th annual Car, Truck, and Bike Show, November 4th from 10 to 3 at 520 Royal Palm Boulevard, Vero Beach. I guess that's right down the block from you, right, Steve?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
right around the corner.
Right around the corner. There you go. And then on Sunday at the Clam Bake Riverside Park in Sebastian, they're having a car show. That's November 5th from 10 to 2.
Are you going to that one, Mike?
Yeah, I'll probably go to that one.
Is that where your brother and I got sick? Or was that the Shrimp Fest?
I think it was the Clam Bake.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, was I sick that night? And I had clam. He had the same thing as me.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. And I put it on Facebook. Did anyone else get sick at the Clam Bake? And your brother Joe said, "Yeah, I did." And then turns out we ate the exact same thing from the exact same trailer.
Nice.
So I'm bringing gas to try and set them on fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been setting up all week over there.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
I'm going to swing in there then. I think that'll be fun.
Then on Veterans Day at the Summer Crush Winery.
That's the 11th, right?
Yeah, it's the 11th. It's Veterans Day. It presents Hot Rodding for Heroes. It's a car and truck show from 12 to 4. That's the Summer Crush Winery.
They have music.
Yeah, 4200 Johnson Road, Fort Pierce. That'll be a good show.
I like it. Johnson Road. Yeah, Johnson.
Then the week after, November 18th, C.W. Willis Farms is having a classic car show, and that's, what street is that on?
Oslo.
That's on Oslo?
Yep.
Also 9th Street?
Yep.
The same thing? Okay. That's Saturday, November 18th from 10 to 2. That's $20 a car, fun food prizes, and live music. And then we were talking earlier about Dunkin' Donuts.
Right, yeah. Did you look it up?
I looked it up. It's the November 18th. Dunkin' Donuts Beachside over on Indy Atlantic. So.
Oh, I'll miss that.
Yep.
I have to go to a funeral that day.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What's it? It's a you have to go to a funeral on the 18th?
Yeah.
It's like 3 weeks from now?
Yeah, my aunt got cremated. And
so they're having
relatives that are in Europe and
very
stuff.
Nice.
So they're flying in.
Oh.
So, had to plan ahead.
Yep. And then Todd's Big Dick Garbatel Memorial New Year Rod Run.
Right.
Monday, January 1st.
Yeah, New Year's Day.
The first stop is going to meet at the Cracker Barrel at the Vero Outlets, 94th Drive. Leave at 10 o'clock. Cracker Barrel's opening up at 7 for breakfast. Is that what they're doing?
Yep.
They always do, right?
Yeah, they open up at 7.
Okay.
But we'll be leaving there right around 10.
10?
No later than 10:30.
The first stop will be Riverview Park in Sebastian. The second stop is Riverside Theater in Vero Beach. And the third stop will be the House of Byron right over there on 33rd Street. Please email Todd at toddsclassic@yahoo.com if you want to go, so you can prepare the food, right, Todd?
Yeah, it's just so I can get a count on how many people are eating.
Right.
Today I actually ordered 200 dash plaques.
Oh,
really?
Nice.
Yeah, someone passed out dash.
Is that how big it's gotten now? That big?
Oh yeah.
Last year,
giving
there
away
was
to
a lot of
everybody.
cars there last year.
What do we have in Sebastian?
We had
150 cars?
it was at least there was a lot of cars in Sebastian on the first leg. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, 'cause
did
the
they
parking
not
lot was half full.
follow down? Did they stay up there?
They stayed up there, and then from there they went to Vero and then to Todd's house.
No, but everyone that was at Sebastian went down A1A down to Riverside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
But
lot
there
of
was
the
a
guys
lot of
from
cars.
Sebastian didn't drive down to
Cracker Barrel.
They just waited up there. They did their restaurant thing up there and then just waited up there for us.
Oh, I see,
Yeah, a lot
I
of
see.
guys go to Country Egg and Ham for breakfast, and they'll just walk over there and.
I went in there. I got 3 eggs over easy. One of the yolks was bright red. They just brought it to me. I was like, "How could you give me this?"
Right.
And so I
It might
never
have
went
been a
back
fresh
there.
chicken.
I know, bright red. I mean, it was red. It was blood red.
I mean, our chickens,
yeah.
our
I always
chicken
ate there
eggs,
too.
they're
And it was just voted the
orange.
#1 diner in
No,
Sebastian.
it's good. It's good. I think they just overlooked.
Maybe the guy wasn't paying attention when he did it.
I'm gonna get this guy.
They knew who he was. They're like, hey, let's play a prank on Keith.
Yeah, just give him some food there.
Yeah, just give me. It's all about me.
So that's the car shows.
Okay, good job, Mike.
Yeah.
And Turkey Rod Run.
That's Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving weekend, right? Up in
Always
Daytona
Thanksgiving
Beach.
weekend. You going?
You going to that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? You going?
Friday after.
No.
Not sure.
Yeah, he's going.
He's going?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going.
You're going.
Guess so, huh?
I'm going to go Friday after.
Oh, all right.
Do you know, I've been here 15 years. Right? I've never gone.
No?
Guess so.
Never gone. And I live up in Melbourne, so it's not that far of a drive. You know, I live near Melbourne, Palm Bay. It's not that far of a drive up the highway to Daytona.
It's a lot of walking.
Yeah.
If you don't bring a golf cart, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, especially me.
I mean, it's nice to see all the cars up there, but if you're going to look for any kind of parts, you just got to walk and walk and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just go to see the cars.
But yeah, I'll probably go up on that Friday too.
Yeah.
It's a good day to go.
Yeah.
I walk to look for
instead of the
junk.
weekend.
I'm a junk watcher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's something about junk.
Just got to have it.
Yeah.
Just never know what you're going to find.
You don't.
Yeah.
One man's junk's another man's treasure.
That's right. So let's do some history, guys. What do you say?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
All right, October 29th, 1954, Step Down Hudson production ceases. The Hudson name would survive only 2 more years. The badges were on the Nash design cars built by the new American Motors Corporation, which only lasted into the following decade, a little more into the 70s, right?
70s, Chrysler bought them out.
Yeah.
Big money, too.
Really?
They paid big money for
It's a shame they went away. They made some fun stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the Pacer, the Gremlin, of course the AMX, you know.
Yeah, the Javelin.
They're fun. Javelin, yeah.
The Matador? How can you not like the Matador?
Matador. Oh, God. It looks like a Pinto in the front. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Whatever. October 30th, 1954, the very next day, in fact, Lamborghini brought out their V12 GT prototype for the first shown at the Turin Auto Show. The Turin is Italy, right? Isn't it?
I think so.
Of course they brought it out in Italy. It's Lamborghini. So
V12.
V12, yeah.
That must be something to work on.
1954, too. Imagine that. That's a big engine for 54.
Yeah.
Wow.
Their pistons are probably about that big.
Yeah, tiny. I know, right? Yeah. October 31st, 1913, Lincoln Highway is dedicated. America's first coast-to-coast highway officially opened. Anyone ever taken that, or is it shut down now?
Never even heard of it. Never even heard of it.
Me either. Wonder where it started from.
Well, they actually renamed it.
Did they?
Yeah.
What'd they name it?
Biden Boulevard.
Is that why you just fell away?
Yeah, you get on it, you never know where you're going to end up.
You have no idea where you're going. You don't know which way you're going.
It goes nowhere, right? You just go around in circles. We just went through the stuff.
Don't walk across the street. You'll trip over yourself.
Oh, no, we're really a patriot.
You know what? Not for nothing. He has a tough time leaving a stage. I never seen a guy who has no idea where to go when he's done
you
talking.
walk up there and forget where you came from.
And he sticks out his hand to shake a hand. There's nobody's there to shake hands with.
Yeah,
he stands there with his shaking hand
He's
out.
shaking Elvis's hand.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's shaking
He
someone's
don't
hand.
have the building, bro.
So anyway, they renamed the Lincoln Highway the Biden Highway, and it goes nowhere. And the gas is really expensive along there.
Right.
Super expensive.
Yeah.
What do we get for time? We're fine.
Yeah, plenty of time.
November 2nd, 1893, Battista Pininfarina was born. He was the founder of the great Italian design house, founded his company in 1930, and in the early 60s, the family name was changed to Pininfarina. Pininfarina.
Never heard of
What
that.
is that car?
Ferraris.
I have no idea.
Ferrari,
It's
right?
Yeah, if you look at Ferraris, there's a lot of Ferraris.
Yeah.
Their emblem, you'll see Pininfarina on it.
Right underneath, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
So that was the forerunner of the Ferrari company.
Probably some type of
I guess,
design.
Right?
Oh,
yeah,
I
they're a
guess,
design company.
So we know who works on a lot of Ferraris in
Yeah. Oh, who owns a couple?
Not me.
Yeah.
November 3rd, 1911, the first modern motor show opened up. The Automobile Club of America sponsored the automobile show. It opened in New York's Madison Square Garden, setting the mold for future car shows. And how many have there been since? Think of all the car shows.
Yeah, now they have it at the Jacob Javits Arena. No more at the Garden, though.
Yeah. And they
But
also,
how many different cars were around in 1911?
right.
Besides Ford.
Yeah.
Well, no, there was the Durant, the Duryea. I mean, that was built in Massachusetts, I think. Early century, yeah.
Do they include horse
Man,
and
they
buggies?
still had some horse wagon shows.
They include horse and buggies.
The horse wagon show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's the first modern motor show, so it's motors, no horse and buggies.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, November 4th, 1966, Lee Breedlove sets a land speed record. Almost everyone has heard of his speed record, but few people know that his wife, Lee, Craig Breedlove, his wife, Lee, set the female speed record of 308.56 miles per hour on the Salt Lakes.
Wow.
But no, Brittany Force does more than that in just 1,000 feet, right?
Yeah, quarter mile, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even a quarter. They're 1,000 feet now.
What are they doing? Was that an eighth?
Eighth a mile.
Wow.
Yeah, 8th mile, right?
They don't do quarter miles too much anymore, huh?
No.
Wow.
They might, when they're doing like local stock guys, they might still, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe not. We should get Rich Arbitel on here and tell us about it. He wants to come on, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he texted me. He said, I heard you doing the show. And he wants to come on. He's still racing that Camaro around at V6. He's doing well.
Pretty darn good, man.
He's doing well.
He won some.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Up in Orlando, I know the guy painting my car. He brought his scooter up to I guess it was in Orlando, I guess. And he came in. Went all the way to the finals, doing low fours in his scooter.
Wow.
Which was pretty nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go on a break, but we got one more. Also, on November 4th, 1979, on this day, hundreds of Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking more than 60 Americans hostages. And after the takeover, Jimmy Carter ordered complete embargo of Iranian oil. And we all know what happened after that.
No more
prices went whoop.
Yep.
Prices went through the roof again for oil, for gas. And Jimmy Carter did not do a good job with that. And then he completely screwed up the rescue. Remember those helicopters crashed in the desert?
Yep.
What an embarrassment. Can they ever do anything right?
He was second behind Biden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he's so happy right now. He can die happy.
Oh.
Biden took over his
failed presidency.
Worst president in history.
Yeah.
When he left office, mortgage rates are 22%.
Wow.
22%.
Can you imagine?
It's ridiculous.
Now what, they're up in the 8s now.
Yeah,
right?
Biden's trying to shoot for that. He's got something to shoot for,
Yeah.
And before we go on break, if you have a question, drop us an email at American Car Classics. Nope, was that right?
Yeah, I still have that one. AmericanCarClassics@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's for Tech Talk. If you have any questions for Tech Talk, send it to AmericanCarClassics@gmail.com, and I'll read them, and we'll get right to them the following week.
And when we come back, we'll do some Tech Talk.
Yeah, we'll do some Tech Talk. We have some questions that came in, and we'll do that right after these messages. We'll be right back.
Offering 24/7 emergency services, Joe Scazzari Roof Services Consulting offers prompt handling of homeowners' insurance claims and has been serving the Treasure Coast for over 40 years. Scazzari's roofing experts can fabricate and install standing seam metal roofs on site, saving you thousands of dollars. And for those do-it-yourselfers, they can cut and fabricate your metal roof and deliver it right to your home or job site. Got a flat roof? Scazzari Roofing and Consulting specializes in all commercial and residential flat roofing systems. State certified and licensed, Scazzari Roofing and Consulting is family-owned and operated. Check out their website at roofservicesconsulting.com or give them a call at 772-388-7453 or toll free at 888-675-8106. Happy holidays from Scazzari Roofing and Consulting Contractors.
Vendors, come be a part of the Downtown Country Hoedown, a big old gathering of folks with a hankering for what you're selling. We've got space for you, vendors. We've got live music with Nashville recording artist Thomas Tillman, plus midway games, a mechanical bull, line dancing, beer, food contest, and prizes. All we're missing is you. Vendors, join us at the Downtown Country Hoedown Black Friday, November 24th at 6 p.m. in downtown Vero Beach. Contact egreenmedia.com.
Vero Beach, are you ready to light up the night? Join us beachside Saturday, November 4th from 5 to 9 p.m. for the 5th annual Beach Bonfire event. Stroll Ocean Drive and visit Heaton's at Vero Beach Hotel and Spa, The Boiler, Mulligan's, Costa Dieste, and Waldo's. Great food and music will be present at each location. Pick up your travel card for a $20 donation. Have it stamped at each location to get a chance to win great prizes. Donations to benefit Veterans Council of Indian River County.
Hey, welcome back to American. No, it's not American. Welcome back to Classic Car
Radio.
I almost said American Car Classics.
That's
again.
all right.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio and off Vero Beach, I like to call it. And we're going to do some tech talk. We got some questions. If you have a question, here we go again with American Car Classics. AmericanCarClassics@gmail.com. If you write in with your question about your classic car, if you're lucky, we might answer it and we might even get it right.
And you're the only one that has access to that email, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll make sure.
Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. No one else has access to those questions.
All right,
You don't want to have access to that. You get all kinds of stuff. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't give that up.
There you go.
I gave up the name. I ain't giving up that. Anyway, so Mark, this guy calls himself Mustang Mark, unfortunately. And
He has a question for Todd.
Todd, Todd, this is for you. He said, Todd, he must think you're an expert or
This is for
something.
you now, Steve.
He has a 78 Mustang 2 Ghia. It has a 4-bolt lug pattern. And I want to drop a 302 into it. I was wondering how much horsepower can these stock axles handle, or will I have to upgrade the rear axle?
Well, you could leave it alone. But it probably wouldn't
Mustang
handle
Ghia.
it too
Wouldn't do
much.
anything.
A Mustang Ghia, that's a notchback too, isn't it? It's one of those
I don't know.
awful notchbacks.
Is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
78?
I don't think it's going to be
Yeah,
a good idea.
Jesse, bring up a Ghia, a
78
Mustang 2,
Mustang 2
78 Mustang 2
What do
Ghia.
you
Bring,
think,
bring
Steve?
that up for us, will you?
Even if you left it bone stock,
Yeah, you'd still destroy
it'd
that.
probably destroy the rear.
Well, of course I researched it because you guys won't. But you can't because you don't know what the question was going to be.
Right.
It's just only me. I'm the only one that could do it.
You ain't got no time
But I
for
do
that.
this so you don't have to. All right? It's kind of like going to a Biden speech, watching
That's
a
it
Biden.
there?
Do it so
Wow.
you don't
So
have
That's
to.
the one in the left corner there. Nope, that ain't
No,
it.
no, that's
That
another
The
can't
left
be
corner,
it.
that
There it
corner
is, there
there
it
it is,
is.
right
There's a
there.
Ghia.
Yeah.
What a beauty, that black one is.
Look
Huh?
at
With-
that
Those
thing.
are like
got
the
the
old
Landau
Mustang
roof
2s,
going
weren't
and
they?
everything.
Yeah, Mustang. That's
Yeah.
what Charlie's Angels drove.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Charlie's
yeah.
Angels show.
Yeah.
They drove all
One of
that.
my friends when I went to high school had that little Mustang right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then he had one before, the Mustang 2 with the hatch.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like an old Pinto in the back.
When
Yeah.
they put the V6 in those Mustangs, so they did go pretty good. Remember the Capri, the Mercury Capri?
Mercury Capri,
I bought
yeah.
one with a V6 in it. That thing screamed. I was just in college. I bought it for $200 when I came home for the summer, and I sold it before I went back to school again.
Well,
Just had it for the summer. It was fast.
Some of them had V8s in them.
Yeah,
Like
I
Capri?
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had the V6. Anyway, if your Mustang has an 8-inch rear end, roughly 300 horsepower if you're not brutally abusive with it. So 300 horse. But if it has the 6.25 rear end, it's not going to handle much more than the stock V6 that might be in it. So
I think, what was it, the Mercury Granada or Ford Granada?
Ford
Guys
Granada,
used
yeah.
to use the rear ends from them to put in the Mustangs and Falcons to get them,
Yep.
beef them up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what else you got?
Okay, Brian, right here in Vero Beach says, hey, guys, I have a 65 Malibu, has a Power Glide transmission, but it's missing the kickdown linkage. I've got the pivot that bolts to the back of the motor, but it's missing the rods. Is it okay to run a P-Glide without the kickdown and not burn it up?
Any ideas?
Can you manually shift it? You can manually shift it down to low, right?
Yeah.
It's only 2-speed, right?
Yeah, you can manually
Yeah,
shift
shift it manually.
Yeah, if you
That's
want to
all.
do it that way.
Yeah.
That was a big racing transmission, right? A lot of guys used to race with the Power Glide.
Yeah, they
Just wanna
did,
use it
yeah.
For drag.
Yeah.
But I guess a lot of people they get scared, the RPMs when it doesn't go and
Right.
doesn't want to kick down.
But if you're going to mash the pedal and race with it or something, don't keep switching back and forth between L and D, low and drive. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, good. Okay, got time for another one? Jerry up in Palm Bay. He's got a 71 GTO that was hit fairly hard in the rear before I got it. To this point, I've rebuilt the body with new old stock quarter panels, used a taillight panel from a clean car. I have a used bumper brackets, scrounged off a parts car. I don't have good references how well the bumper fit in the first place. The passenger side gap between the top and bumper of the quarter panel is right around a quarter inch. It seems reasonable, but when viewed from the top curvature of the bumper, it doesn't follow the body line as closely. I messed with that on my 72 forever. They just didn't make them right. They just were just off a hair with those 70 through 72 GTO. I messed with mine. It just never, you got to massage it. I mean, you can make it look good, but I remember always being a little bit more to one side or the other. And
are those Enduro bumpers?
No, it's just the rear bumper.
The rear bumpers.
Oh, don't even go with the Enduro. I had to mess with that too. God.
Nothing fit like that. If you look at all three of my Chevelles,
right,
the rear end sit on one side. Like I think the black and white one sits further to the right.
Yeah.
The black and blue one sits further to the left. And then the blue and black one sits pretty close to center.
Yeah, I think on my Nova wagon it's the same thing. It leans more to the driver's side than the passenger.
Oh yeah,
side. Yeah. I don't know why. I guess that's the way they do them. I don't know.
And the red Chevelle we got at the shop, same way. It's super tight on the right side, and then the left side's got almost a little over 1.25 inches.
Yeah.
Wow. Now one way you can like jack one side up and just kind of use the body weight to move it up a bit, right? Can you do that?
I don't know.
Those brackets, they'll bend.
These rear ends, they sit in the car one way to the other.
Oh, I see.
They're all that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing's ever perfect.
We have time for another. Let's see. Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we have two of them. Okay. Pete in Port St. Lucie. Here's one for you, Mike, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I have a 78 Pacer with a factory 304. The original engine was already blown when I bought it, so I want to drop a 360 into it, an AMC 360, I guess. I know that I'm going to have to transfer some Pacer-specific stuff from the old engine onto the 360. I think it'll handle on that stuff. Will I have any balancing compatibility issues if I put a stock 360 with its flywheel from the Pacer using the Pacer's torque converter? God, he's asking a lot of questions here. Yeah. Came out of an 83 Grand Wagoneer.
Jeep. We got to make sure everything fits. That's the biggest problem. I'm not a big fan of the 360 engine, but
yeah, I don't think anyone is really. It's a lot of engine and not a lot of power.
No, that too. You got to make sure the flywheels are, if it's internally or externally balanced. We're going through that right now on S65 Malibu. We did the transmission swap. The first flywheel was bolt holes were off. Second flywheel, the guy says the motor's internally balanced. Well, everything we pulled apart had external balance weights.
Oh, really?
So they told us we got the correct flywheel. We put the car together, you start it up, and the whole car just shakes.
Oh, geez.
Oh, really?
So now we're taking the transmission back out and putting the correct flywheel back in it.
Oh, wow.
But that's what you got to look for, too. Internally, externally balanced, and make sure the splines are correct.
Right.
And we only have a minute left. Ken from Fort Pierce says he's got a 86 Buick Grand National. Pipes has a 3-inch exhaust for the Grand National. Is it worth it to go from a 2.5 to a 3?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
On a turbo car, yeah.
Sounds good,
3
too.
inches, not
Why
too
not?
big.
Gives you that little deep throaty
It sound kind of neat.
Yeah, Pipes does have a good sounding
really
exhaust.
Yeah.
I got a couple cars with them on it. I like them. And they fit well.
The Grand National with the turbo, too. You kick the turbo in and you get that extra exhaust space on the all the way
Make it
back.
breathe.
Pipes makes some good exhaust systems, too. They're very good.
Yep,
I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with
They
them.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had one.
No,
All right,
man.
Just don't forget the.
Mike knows where to go to get those tailpipes. And
Yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah. 8th annual Car and Truck and Bike Show, November 4th, this Saturday, 10 to 3, right? 520 Royal Palm Boulevard, and of course the Clam Bake Riverside Park in Sebastian.
On Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday morning.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, we are Classic Car Radio right here in Vero Beach on the Patriot, and thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next week, and don't forget we're right here on WAXE on Tuesday. Saturdays at 2 o'clock. 107.9. We are out of here.
Put the pedal to the metal.
See ya.
FJB.